thanks again everyone for following us. It's really, really appreciated. This is our third or fourth show, I don't know, but you know, we've just gotten things rolling here. And we're going to get right into it. What's on the plate today there, Joe?
I think when you go to beerbabble.com, you see, the welcome page, and right away it's got a link to Occupy. So I know that's something that wets your whistle, so to speak, Black Joe. So maybe you'd like to share your thoughts on it.
All right, beerbabble.com. I'm going there now, clicking if you're 17 or older. I am now in the website. I've been allowed to enter because I am 22. And here, going to Occupy. That's right, Occupy. It's something that's going on across the world, actually. We touched on it very, very little last few times ago, but we're back to it now. Basically, what Occupy is, it is a movement. And I don't mean like a Babble movement or something like that. I mean it's a movement of people and ethics. And it's a certain type of, I don't know what the word is, mentality actually. People that are sick and tired of being raped by the rich. That's one way you can look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. We will advance together and we will occupy together.
Yeah, and the irony of it is, I know that White Joe is behind this entire kind of thinking, but the big irony is that White Joe's, you're rich, mate, so I don't really get it. You know, it's sort of conflict of interest, isn't it?
See, that's where you're wrong, Black Joe. I do have a little money in the bank, I'm not gonna lie to you about that, you know, but I'm not one of those rich pricks that has to get his fancy sports car with his vanity plates and parade his trophy wife around to the neighbors and the family, and you know, I'm kind of more like a down-to-earth guy with a little cash in his back pocket, and I like to give. I'm a giver. I'm a giving kind of rich guy, you know? But I think you got me all wrong there, Black Joe, about being the asshole. Really.
Well, I never called you an asshole, mate. Well, actually I have, but not related to this Occupy thing, other things, as you know. But yeah, all right, so we understand that even though White Joe's got a lot of dough, it doesn't mean he's a bad lot. And I get that, and I'm sure that not all rich people are bad.
Most of them, I agree with you there, Joe. Most of them are. I think money kind of warps your mind and it takes focus off the things that are really important in this life, like your fellow human beings, your children, your friends, you know?
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with you there. And I know some rich people, and yeah, it kind of gets to your head. And yeah, there's people suffering every day on this planet, and these people are worried about what Prada suit to buy, what Jimmy Choo shoes are in, what, you know, it kind of makes me sick. Sure, I could buy all that stuff too, you know, but
why would you want to, mate?
I wouldn't want to, that's my point. So, you know, I think giving is an important part, it's the most satisfying part of having money. I mean, why else would anyone want success other than to share it? But I think that's what the Occupy movement's about as well, because most people don't think like that. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. And I think the problem is that there's too many people that don't have money, and so few people that got really all of the money. Now what Occupy does is it focuses in on this so-called 1%. And the 1% is essentially of all the wealth in the entire world that exists. 1% has it. So imagine that, mate. And you are somehow you're part of this 1%. And I, of course, am with the 99%. So it's really an old school us against them type of thing, isn't it? Yeah. But Occupy is it's a completely non-violent approach to rectify this situation. The balance of power, the balance of wealth. It's all out of balance, as we know.
Yeah.
Now, I would think... Go on, mate.
No, I was just saying there's, you know, I'm checking out the website here, and they have plan or start solidarity actions in your area. So, you know, you can be one of the forefront people in your area, you know, even if it's a small town or a big town or whatever, you know, you can already make plans and learn about the movement and start grassroots groups and, you know, grow from there.
Absolutely. And of course, you can go on YouTube and you can find lots of clips watching people occupy. It's a very simple concept, really. You park your ass somewhere where you shouldn't be, and you don't move, is all it is to it, really. And it's this presence of people that take notice. You know, it makes these bankers. It makes, you know, the most famous one, I guess, started the whole thing really, is the Wall Street Occupy. And basically, you get a mess of people that sit on their asses in front of Wall Street on places, and they just don't move. And before you know it, we've got thousands of people just sitting there, not moving, and holding signs and banners, and basically saying, "Look, we're tired of this and we're not going to take it anymore."
Right.
And it's such a simple concept. I mean, Europeans, well, actually, you're the only American here, I guess, but you know, Europeans have been standing up for shit forever. I mean, for ages. It doesn't take much. Every week in Hamburg, there's a rally of some kind. You know, it's really something that's normal. It's part of the culture.
Yeah. Absolutely. And check this out. If we can get this up on air, Black Joe, by tomorrow, there's something going down tomorrow, November 1st. Let me read it to you. It's called the Bank Transfer Day. Tens of thousands of people around the nation and world have vowed to move their money from corporate banks such as Wells Fargo and Bank of America into credit unions or local banks. Even though I have money, mine is in a credit union. So you can check that out on occupytogether.org. On the right side, there's a mass days of action. That's November 5th. It's Bank Transfer Day, and that's going to send a message out to the big banks that they need to be respecting the people.
I think that's a brilliant move. No, we won't have that broadcast by then, but what we can do is tweet that. So why don't you cut and paste something that you see there, and right now I can tweet it while the show's going on.
Okay, great. I'll send you a link if I can. I can really, but you can see it on, event link. That would, yeah, be a little tough, because you gotta, as you say, work.
Yeah, you got to. You could also send in Skype. You know, you could send me just.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do that right now.
All right, cheers, mate.
So send that out, and hopefully we'll get some tweeting going on about that.
Of course it will. The beauty of it is, it doesn't really matter if it happens tomorrow. I mean, you can always make a bank transfer. So it's just a good thing when everyone does it at one time. It makes this kind of ripple. But as the banks notice their customers moving anyway, that also says a lot.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, people that are listening to the show, and again, thank you very much for tuning in. Anytime you want to comment, do so on our website or write to info@beerbabble.com. I wanted to say that money, as we are led to believe, is indeed power. So if you want to take away someone's power, take away their money. And Joe, your camera's flipping out, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back right after this.
Money, power.